click in the back of your skull. Is it you? Is it me? Pulling threads from the wool. All your pretty little pills, line them up like a choir. You still shake, I still laugh while we sharpen the wire. Spend time with the ghost in my chest. They play cards with my doubt, never let me rest. You blink, they move in the cracks of the wall. If I jump, if I fly, you're coming in the fall. Who's the schizophrenic lunatic now? You're me, speak up, say it out loud. Yeah, I'm not afraid of dying, I'm proud. I will
Alrighty, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Looks like that my mic is working. Alrighty, mic check. Okay, turn that off. And I mistakenly, whenever I was on StreamYard, I thought I was streaming from Bandit Network Television, but I was actually streaming from my second channel, Bluegrass Travels. So I didn't notice that until turning on the broadcast. So excuse the confusion on my behalf. But anyways, welcome back to Bandit Network Television. Happy Friday evening. I hope that everyone is doing well. This live stream is going to consist of just a variety of topics, pretty much anything that I just feel like talking about. Let's first begin with this missing person case that I have recently came across. And this man's name is Joseph Miller, also known as Joey Miller. If you are interested in knowing about his story, which there's not much that I could find about, the backstory behind why he went missing, which I'm sure that there is a backstory behind it. But if you just want to know the facts of the case, the facts of his case, you can go over to my community wall, and I have shared an updated flyer of missing Joseph Miller, and I'm going to be pulling that up right now. This flyer was updated about a week ago by Joseph's sister, and she posted this to Facebook, and this is also posted on the official Kentucky State Police Facebook page. So, missing person Joseph Miller, also known as Joey Miller. Age 36, he's a white male, 6'2", approximately 150 pounds. He has brown hair, brown eyes, and multiple tribal tattoos on both of his arms. His last known location was, he's from the Orlando area of Rockcastle County, Kentucky. That's where he's from. That's not where he went missing. So it's been corrected. I just want to emphasize this. That's where he's from, is the Orlando area of Rockcastle County. He was last seen on June 21st, 2024 in the Greenfish Hill / Redstone / Conway area of Rockcastle County. If you have any information on Joseph Miller or what could have happened to him, anything that is credible and useful should be forwarded to Kentucky State Police Post 11. That is the London Division, London, Kentucky, at area code 606-878-6622. Again, that phone number is 606-878-6622. And the detective is in charge of his case is James Royal. As I mentioned before, there's not a lot of information that I was able to find on Mr. Miller's case. I was talking about this last night, and honestly, the broadcast that I did, I was not satisfied with, and I think that it could have been conducted better. So, Let me see what I can find on the YouTube queue in regards to Joseph Miller, if there's anything out there. Regarding his case. Because anything that I've come across so far is just, well, typical news articles. The following information was posted to WKYT Network in regards to Joseph Miller, and this was posted about a year ago.
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes, and we'll spy you up to $200.
Excuse the advertisement.
This afternoon, we were able to talk with Miller's siblings. That is tonight's Story New at 5:30. Where is Joey Miller? His siblings, Evelyn Renner, Melissa Powell, and John Ryan, haven't heard from him since June 21st. They met us at this Broadhead Park in Rockcastle County to talk about his disappearance.
He's always had contact with at least, us throughout the years. Never for this long of a period of time that he's not contacted us.
Renner says her brother was last spotted in the Greenfish area of Rockcastle County.
My gut tells me that he's in Rockcastle somewhere.
The family is concerned for the 36-year-old's safety.
Very much so. Sleepless nights, worrisome, hard to concentrate, unsure. We don't know where to turn. We don't know if he's dead or alive. We don't have anything to go on.
The family isn't just waiting for answers. They're being proactive by passing out flyers and following up on leads from social media.
Just waiting on any lead, any information that anyone has. Someone has to know. We just want him found.
Okay, so again, that interview was conducted by WKYT. Credits go to them. Let me pull up the map here because I was looking at this earlier today. This is the area where Mr. Miller was allegedly, I'm just going to go ahead and say allegedly. And that's not to be superficial or to sensationalize in a sensationalized manner. I say allegedly because from my experience talking about any missing person case, especially with cases that, well, you just heard his sister say that they're in fear of his safety. They're not sure if he's dead or alive. That being said, we really don't know what happened to him. No one knows what happened to him. And it sounds like he went missing under suspicious circumstances. But here's the area. Now, this is in Rockcastle County, Kentucky. Apparently, this is the Greenfish Hill area. And if you zoom out, just trying to give a better understanding of the area here. So where my mouse is, this proximity right here is where he was allegedly last seen, or where he was dropped off. From the research that I've came across thus far in regards to his case, it was said that apparently he was dropped off by a friend of his within this area in June 2024 because he wanted to search for ginseng, which the ones closest to Mr. Miller found to be suspicious and odd because he wouldn't be searching for he wouldn't be searching for ginseng in that season. It would be out of season to search for ginseng. I don't know anything about searching for ginseng. Completely ignorant, but this is what's been said. He was dropped off by some friend within this area, this proximity right here, because he wanted to search for ginseng. Okay, well, there's just something about that that doesn't ring completely truthful. But with that being said, if you continue to zoom out, you would also notice that this area of Roundstone, okay, now this is important if we go up here, because according to KSP, I'm going to see if I can pull this up here, but according to KSP, Roundstone and what's the name of this other town up here? Or community, it's not really a town. Roundstone and Greenfish Hill is close to the interstate. This is a major artery right here that you're looking at to the left. This is Interstate 75. Let's see if I can pull this up. That way I want to, because I'm going to quote my sources. Okay. So let's go over to the Kentucky State Police website. The following information was posted on July 2nd, 2024. By KSP. Coming out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. This is also in Rockcastle County. This is a county seat. On Wednesday, June 26, 2024 at approximately 2:54 p.m., Kentucky State Police Post 11 received a call of a missing person in Rockcastle County. Joseph D. Miller, 36, of Orlando, was last seen around noon on Friday, June 21st, 2024. Miller is approximately 6 feet tall, 150 pounds. He has short brown hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information about Miller's location should contact KSP. Again, that is Post 11, the London Division, at area code 606-878-6622. You can also report anonymous tips to Crime Stoppers. I believe this is their phone number at 1-800-222-5555. Again, that number is 1-800-222-5555. Trooper Austin Cornett is continuing this investigation. Now, I don't know, this could have changed because this was posted in 2024. But, okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted to get at right here. So if you go down here, this is initially the flyer that they released on Mr. Miller. It said that he was last seen June 21st, 2024, the location of Greenfish Hill, Roundstone, in Conway area in Rockcastle County. So if you go back over here, this is what I wanted to get at, Conway, Kentucky. It's up here. So here is Conway. This area where I'm circling my mouse. If you go down a little bit, then you would go to Roundstone. I think that's what the name of the town is, Roundstone. So here's Conway up here. You have Conway and then you have Roundstone. So between these two areas on this stretch of I-75, Interstate 75, and then if you go to, let's see, Conway to Greenfish, or yeah, that's what it is Greenfish. Well, that's disregard that. That's my fault. What I was trying to get at is zoom back over here. That way we're not looking at the entire state. So basically, this man went missing in this location between these two towns on the stretch of 75. This is in Rockcastle County. Greenfish Road. Okay. I'm going to do something right here. This is what I was looking at earlier today whenever I pulled this up on maps. Now, this is Greenfish Road. And this is in the green, if I'm not mistaken, and excuse me if I'm not, if I am, but if I'm not mistaken, this is Greenfish Hill. This is the road that leads to Greenfish Hill. We're taking a little tour. The first thing that I notice is that there's a lot of houses on this road. There's a lot of, it looks like a residential neighborhood. Yes, it's out in the country. It's in the holler. You know, this is a holler right here. It looks like that it's a holler. But regardless, there are people around. This is where it's been said where he was allegedly dropped off within this location. It doesn't give a specific location, but this is the area. As you can see, there's a house right there. I don't know if anybody lives in it. The place looks abandoned. There's a trailer. If you turn around that we just passed, there's another house right here. I would just like to know the backstory behind what happened that day and what was the real reason why he was dropped off within this location. I'm not going to continue showing this road. But, you know, who knows? Because if you're familiar with me, and if you know a little bit about my personal details, you would know that my hometown is in Somerset, Kentucky, Pulaski County, Rockcastle County. They're neighboring counties. Actually, let me go ahead and pull this up so you can get a better understanding. I am familiar with not exactly this location, not where he went missing, but Rockcastle County. I mean, that used to be one of my old stomping grounds. Somerset, Shopville, Mount Vernon, Crab Orchard, you know. Let's zoom out here. I know this is going to get confusing. I'm not trying to confuse anybody. I'm just trying to show you what I mean here. So down here is Somerset. This is my hometown, Somerset, Kentucky. Here is Mount Vernon. So it's northeast of Pulaski County. Down here is Pulaski. You can't see the county lines. Okay. And the way that we always went to Mount Vernon, whenever I was going into Mount Vernon, the way that I would take would be 80 all the way to Shopville, and then you would turn off on 461 and head northeast, and it will take you straight into Mount Vernon, right here. So, you know, needless to say, I'm familiar with the area. I know exactly how to get to Mount Vernon. So who knows? I'm going to have to, I may just plan a special trip sometime this summer. Or whenever I have time to go up there on the weekend. Maybe I'm not going to say exactly when, but so also if you go over here to Orlando, this is where Mr. Miller is from. Joseph Miller, Joey Miller. This is in Rockcastle County. So this is where he's from. This is not where he went missing. And then down here, you have Interstate 75. And then you have Mount Vernon. I'm going to be sharing his flyer one more time for anybody that has useful information as to what happened to Joseph Miller. If you know any credible information, Joseph Miller, also known as Joey Miller, he was 36 at the time of him going missing, which is in 2024. He's a white male, 6'2", 150 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. He has tattoos, tribal tattoos, on both of his arms. Missing from the Greenfish Hill area. He's originally from Orlando, which is in Rockcastle County. Last seen on June 21st, 2024 in the Greenfish Hill /Roundstone / Conway area of Rockcastle County. If you have any credible information, you can contact Kentucky State Police at this phone number. Post 11 London Division. 606-878-6622. You can also contact Crime Stoppers. The local Crime Stoppers there within that area. I'm going to be looking more into his case and seeing what I can find. Anything that I come across, any updates, I'll be sure to share it with my community. So, the next topic. A couple nights ago, I was talking about the mass social media ban that you see happening on YouTube. Hold on for a second. I'm going to go ahead and do this.